Hi, I'm Kimberly DePersia, the artistic director of All the Line Studio and Incubator. This upcoming July 23rd, we have our Next Step Screenplay Series Short Scene Night, which features 12 different scenes from 12 different screenplays, 12 different writers. So it's going to be such a treat for you to watch. We're doing a series of interviews with all of the different writers. And today we have Chet Hall, who wrote The Swear Jar screenplay. So, hi, Chet. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Tell us a little bit about the premise of Swear Jar. What is it about?
Okay, this is what's being presented is the opening scene of Swear Jar.
Mhm.
The main character is Lucinda Yoder. She's a young woman who's had a very hard life uh, with her son Tommy, who is 8 years old. And in this scene, she she has to she finds out from her landlord of the manager of the trailer park that didn't get the rent. And so through she has a conversation with Tommy about um, a lot of different things, whether he can go play with his friends who have fireworks and different things like that. Um, and the screenplay gets pretty dark towards the end, and so this is the opening scene for it.
Yeah, it does get pretty dark. There's some. Oh, I don't want to spoil it for the audience. I mean, they won't see the whole thing, but
Right.
eventually, I don't want to spoil it. And what was your inspiration for writing this?
Um, when I wrote it, it was like I wrote it back in 2018, I think, and I was trying to find if I could write women voices in my screenplays that are a little bit more accurate than what I had been doing up until that time. They were more masculine than feminine and everything, and so I was trying to find some different uh, women voices in my screenplays, and I like people who I consider perfectly flawed, who are quirky, and how they live their life with those flaws and quirks. And you see it in Lucinda, further into you see it with Winnie Kay, and on and on. But that was what I was trying to do. I was also trying to find out if I could write something with a surprise ending where it would be a surprise.
Mm. Yeah, and I do think it is a surprise. Like I didn't see the twist coming. So at least personally for me, I was like, oh, yeah. So I applaud that. Being a male screenwriter and wanting to write female voices and I think you do a really good job. I'm portraying Lucinda in the show and I really like her voice. It's very clear. She's strong. She's a strong character. She does have vulnerabilities, but like she's a great character to play. So I think you've done a really good job. Um,
Yeah, I
can
had
you?
fun writing it.
Yeah, definitely. And I really like the world. Can just want to ask you about like the world building, like what's kind of you tend to have a lot of the because I've read your work over the over the years. You tend to have a lot of um characters that live in this kind of trailer park kind of southern world and you build that so well. And why do you choose to write in that particular kind of world?
Well, I grew up in New York, and in 1967, my family moved into um, Altamont Springs. And it was quite a culture shock for me back in 1967. And I saw a lot of different things in Florida that I had never experienced up in New York. Um, but it wasn't that I hated it. It was just very fascinating to me about people living in trailer parks, um, um, just a lot of different things. And I don't know. It was just kind of, it was just that culture shock from New York to Central Florida. This was before Disney World. This was before any of the attractions. It was all orange groves and everything. And I saw a lot of things during that period of time and up until today and everything. I see all these different things. And yeah, I've grown up with Florida Man. So
Well, yeah, definitely. That definitely seems to have made such a lasting impression on you because it's so much through your work, but you also give such rootedness and groundedness, so they're not caricatures of characters. So they're like actual people, which is nice. Sometimes when people cover that world, it tends to be, it
a little
tends
over
to
the top.
be two-dimensional, very stereotypical, but you
Yeah, I
bring a
try
lot of
not to make my characters like they were on Hee Haw.
Much appreciate that, especially since I'm playing one. Well, thank you so much, Chet, for joining us. And for those that are tuning in, July 23rd at Aloma Cinema Grill, visit allthelinestudio.com to find out more information. Follow us on social media, and we hope to see everyone there. It's going to be a fantastic show. So thank you again so much, Chet.
Thank you, Kimberly.